Hey, we brought the good chair for you too.
That's all right.
And you got headphones right there in front of you that you can feel like you're actually a part of it. We've turned off your microphone though, so that nothing said is.
Well, it'll pick up on quarters.
That's probably.
I guarantee it.
That's probably very true.
We're all human centipeded into each other too.
Has this been de-COVIDed?
Yeah, absolutely. We gave it a vaccine
Sean's
too.
beard.
Sean's beard was all up in it.
Yeah,
Beer or beard?
Both.
both.
Oh. It's all right.
It's not the first time you guys touched that way.
It's true.
Can you hear us, Lee?
Huh?
Can you hear? Yeah,
Can you hear me?
You can hear us, okay, right?
Yes.
All right, so you can pull that thing to you. You can be as close or as far as you want, and just let me know whatever feels most comfortable.
Oh, that's nice.
Just keep playing with it.
Oh, you know me.
But we actually may need to get closer.
Yeah.
Okay.
See where mine is to my face?
There we go.
Like that.
And then aim right at it. You can move this thing. This thing's just
The
a
mic.
pop filter, so it doesn't. You don't pee and.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
How's that?
That's-
Hello? Check.
Well, I heard that I may have to watch your level because you.
I get loud.
All right.
If I get fired up.
It's going to happen no matter what.
At some point.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening to a special edition of Garage Night. We've got one of the founders of the original Garage Night with us, a guy, a true fan. I'm gonna hold off on the intro. I'm gonna leave it up to Craig and Corey, who knows him better. But Craig Bentley is also here on the mic,
Privyet.
which is
Russian.
Oh, that's because of our guest here. That's because of our guest here. It's a little bit of Russian for him.
this is the first time I think Corey agrees with what you've done.
That was an amazing intro.
All right, and Corey, we got Corey Bentley on the mic as well.
Hello, and I have an intro for our guest
Yes,
here.
please.
Our guest today, he's our deputy commish. He's one half of Team Peghard. And before I get comments, that's a cribbage team.
That's right.
He's all wit. He's no quit. Ooh. And he's Craig's PLP for life.
For life.
For life. It's Lee Cinkovic.
Hello,
Lee.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. I know you've been really wanting to get on this thing pretty bad. So
Something like that.
This is like a Make-A-Wish thing. It's just it's nice to make dreams come true.
Well, the dream is, per tradition here. I'm a traditionalist. This is not garage night. I've got a list of names that it can be other than garage night.
Oh, okay. I like that.
For one, ginger snaps. We've got 2 gingers. That would work.
I'm only half ginger.
Well, fine. The next on the list, 2 bros, 1 gallbladder. And I can keep going. I got them all night.
I do like that. Please randomly pop those in every once in a while. I heard from Brandon Thorpe that he's super excited to have you on here because he knows how giddy you are to be on here.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, you've
Very
always
excited.
Now you were
so many frowny faces.
Well, that's what you said. you said the frowny faces. Corey said, was it Corey or Craig that said the reason for the frowny face of like when we post something on Facebook, we've said,
Well,
we usually get an angry face from him, which is surprising.
It's because he's used to getting things from us that are just for him. He's got a customized Christmas CD we made. It's just our voices, and he's the only one that has a copy of it.
Okay.
One of one.
So I think he's just upset that the podcast gets more ears than just his ears.
Gets shared.
Yeah.
It's not. It's for everybody and not just for him.
Yeah, I think if Garage Night was just for his ears, he'd be okay.
No.
No?
No, it's the name.
Well,
It's the name.
it's the name.
And the other thing Corey brought up, which I agree with, sometimes when you go and you're pushing like the like button,
Yeah.
I think he accidentally misses it because of the nub. so he's hitting the frowny face instead of like.
I'll have you know, Craig, like with just about everything in my life, I don't use the nub. I have to use the full length finger. And it slides just as easy.
Well, I'm happy to have you on. Can we get a little bit about yourself? Like where you're from, where you're originally from? If you're from here, that's great. And then what schools you attended, age, whatever you want to tell us.
Age. That's a funny one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so born and raised in Buckley. Still living there now. I've known the Bentleys for probably close to 20 years. However old Mackenzie is.
Yeah.
So back to the pizza time days.
Yep.
Is that how you guys met?
Yeah. Through coworkers at Pizza Time who were playing cards,
Yeah.
and that was my introduction to
Chad's
them.
brother was there.
Yeah, and Carlos.
Yeah,
and,
Carlos.
and the Mateys.
And good old Donnie.
See that poker bringing people together.
That's right. That brought us together. I think I stuck around because I think shortly after that was when you guys put together your co-ed soccer team.
Yep.
That is true.
And I said, well, I used to play. And so I think I just stuck around because of that. Yeah.
Were you taking money from them during the card games?
Not at first. At first, I was horrible. I'd like to think I'm slightly less horrible now. But it's the love of gambling for me. Whether I win or lose, it doesn't matter.
As soon as the tournament's over, there's side games, and
Yeah.
Lee's already on the side games.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So are you an all-in the tourney? So you either going to be like within the first few hands, you're going to be either late or you're going to be out early in the cash game?
Not typically. I'd like to think I'm an okay player. But if something goes horribly wrong, which has happened to me a few times, I'll blow up. And then I'll go start a side game.
On tilt?
Yes. Yeah, that'll happen.
And you don't ever want to lie to Lee either.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Trav lied to me 4 years ago now, and I still have never forgiven him.
Travis Corey, you can
Yeah.
call him out.
Oh,
on
that's
here.
good.
Yep.
It's Travis Corey is one of the nicest guys in the world.
He's also a filthy liar.
Wait, was it a game like a bluff that he lied to you during a bluff, or was it in real life?
No, it was. We were playing. It was the BCFL tournament,
Yeah.
and it was a very early hand, and I had a monster hand, and there was one hand that could beat me, and it was just me and Trav in the hand, and I asked him, I was like, "Do you have this hand?" And he looked me straight in the face and said, "No." So, me being a trustworthy person, I made the call. Put my hand down, was getting ready to celebrate, and then Trav showed that he lied to me and everybody. And then I went on tilt and quickly started a side game. I was out of the tournament.
Then the drinks and the side game over
Yes.
there.
But it's not just the poker we bet on. Craig and I have made countless bets on nearly everything from men's lacrosse to the spelling bee, the 12-year-old spelling bee.
It was true.
We've bet on that a couple times. So yeah, it's just the love of gambling for me. What's money? You can't take it with you.
Craig will do anything for money, too.
It's true.
You can bet him on
Lee
anything.
has seen that.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's probably another reason he stuck around.
Yes. Yes.
Well, and the fact when he says he played soccer with us,
Yes.
he got to yell at Carrie a lot, which
Yeah.
I think he enjoyed.
Carrie played
Oh,
defense, so he
did.
just yelled at her the whole time.
I did. For a couple seasons worth, I screamed at Carrie.
Yes.
I'd like to think we grew closer because of it.
Yeah.
I think she took the constructive criticism well.
She did.
Yeah.
She did.
You've just grown closer to me, actually, as well. Does she like you?
Oh, me and Carrie, we're second best friends.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah, we're
Wow, what?
second best friends. You can ask Craig. He'll verify it.
I scream at her and she hates me.
You talk to her and she hates you.
Yeah, it's true. I walk by her and she hates me. Lee, as we jump into the history of Garage Night, how many episodes have you listened to? We're going to jot this down. Your fanhood.
Episodes of this?
Yeah.
This is the first one ever, right?
So
Yeah,
all
yes.
of them.
Yes. So you've listened to none.
0.
Okay. You know, for being our biggest fan. So Garage Night, who came up with the name Garage Night for the actual Bentley Brothers Casino Garage Night?
It just kind of was born in and of itself. It was, we'd show up to Craig's house, he'd open the garage door, and we would hang out.
Plastic chairs came out.
From Pizza Time.
Yeah.
The chairs from Pizza Time. And we would hang out and drink in his garage all night.
Mm-hmm.
So Garage Night.
Yeah.
And who named it? Can you remember? Was that you? Is this why you're
I
taking
think
it
it
so?
was like how he said that's everybody kind of knew it, and it was easier for me instead of inviting everybody. I'd just say,
He started
"Hey,
texting
garage
that.
night tonight."
Yeah. he
Yeah,
started
I mean,
using
that would be what the text words, like
Yeah.
Garage Night, 6 o'clock.
Gotcha.
And so we all knew.
Yeah.
Now I'm just confused.
You thought you need to show up someplace?
Yeah.
When you see
A case of beer. I was like, where's the open door?
Does it burn more that a guy who is not even close to even had never been to a Garage Night before is now publicly putting together a show called Garage Night as if he was a part of it? or is it the fact that the name was stolen? That like, what is the main?
I mean, pretenders to the throne don't really bother me. So, I mean, the phoniness of, I mean, I wouldn't even call this a garage.
That's true. Garage room night.
Yeah, shed night. So, hey, bullshedding with the Bentley brothers. There's another name.
Bullshedding. That is so good.
There's
That's
another
actually
name.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Bullshedding. We might change it.
Well, there you go. My work here is
Just
done.
get up and walk out.
See you later.
You guys changed the name? Yeah. Okay, I'm done.
All right. That's
Bullshedding.
Thanks for having me
with
here.
the Bentley Bros. I'm just taking notes because that's good.
off the top of the head.
Yeah, I told you he was witty.
Are you? How do you like the fantasy football? Are you a fantasy football guy?
Oh yeah, I love it. It's it's a love-hate relationship.
Because
yeah.
you're a Vikings fan.
There's that. I always end up with a couple too many Vikings on the team.
But do you pick the good ones?
Well,
Did you get Cook?
Hey, they're always there. Nobody else takes them.
Did you get Dalvin?
I've had Dalvin a couple times.
What's Matt? Matt Mattimore? What's the guy's
Lattimore.
Yes.
Was it
No.
Madison?
Madison. There we go.
Alexander Madison.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, because when I can't get the first Vikings, I'll only
Okay.
take the
All
second
right.
one.
Back him up.
You know who you can't have this year? Because he's already on my team.
Who?
Justin Jefferson.
We'll talk.
Oh, well. It might have to be a big offer.
Who's got Thielen? Who's got Thielen right now?
Nobody.
No, and he's out there. He'll be on my team.
Well, better be a
He'll
high,
be.
better be a
But
high pick.
It goes all the way back to Adrian Peterson's rookie year.
Yeah. When Stoney took him.
Stupid Stoney took him one pick in front of me. And was, as we had set the rule of, hey, we can keep rookies for 3 years. And no one would, well, not no one, but, I knew who Peterson was. Corey knew who Peterson was. Craig did. Stoney absolutely did not know Adrian Peterson and how good he was and how good he was going to be. But somehow just took him one pick in front of me. And for the next 3 years, I got to watch him beat me, including in a championship game. But then won a championship game because Adrian Peterson fumbled.
Yeah,
against
that is true.
Oh.
So it was pretty good.
Lee's a member of the one club with me.
Yes.
Only one championship.
You ever been in last place yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you remember what your team name was?
Yes.
the following
Ask
year?
it. What is that's another story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because who got to name your team, Lee?
It was you, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. And so, again, my love of the Vikings, this isn't a new love. This goes back my entire life. So Craig renamed my team because of an awesome rule we have to Gary Anderson and the Wide Lefts.
Oh.
With Falcons colors.
With Falcons colors and Gary Anderson and his stupid one-bar face mask. Yeah.
That's gotta feel.
It was a fun year.
Was that the one where that wasn't that year though?
No.
That was like
98, 99.
Way back in the day.
Yeah, when the Vikings went 15-1 and they were the best team in the NFC.
Yeah.
Gary Anderson went 46 for 46.
Oh, yeah.
On field goals and extra points, and then decided to shank one
Yeah.
in the NFC Championship.
My friend Mike Alderson. Remember Mike Alderson?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a big Viking fan too, and a huge Viking fan as well. And so I remember him telling the story. Like it was like, all right, he's gonna set up this kick. He was actually like, okay. Like, he knows he's going to hit it. He's already, they're not going to score like a touchdown. That's what he was watching. He had to go to the bathroom. He's like, okay, good. Grabbed himself another drink. Went to sit down to celebrate because he figured he hit it. And he comes back and he's like, wait, what happened? So you can blame him for that.
It's a long history of heartbreak with the Vikings.
Blair Walsh, too.
Yeah, that was...
That's the next name.
But... I'll swear this to my dying day. Sherman was offsides, and that's why he pushed it left, because he saw Sherman offsides on the right-hand side, so he pushed it left.
Sherman was offsides on the front porch.
Yeah,
He did it.
he was.
He locked up the door. He jammed it. That was crazy. See the video of it?
I did.
It was insane.
Yeah.
And the 911 call I listened to, too.
Dude,
That lady was mean, though.
Yeah, the 911 operator.
that
was
911
mean.
operator
She
was
not,
horrible.
She was not putting up with it.
Yeah. She's like, shut up and
Please
listen
stop.
to me.
Yeah.
Fighting someone is different than trying to fight someone. It's like, gee, wait, this is my kindergarten
Then
teacher
the
right
dog
here.
got sick on him. You hear
all-
that?
that's
Yeah,
nuts.
Canine got
Yeah,
him.
because he was
Probably snapped his Achilles in half. Season over.
Gosh,
resisting.
rough. All right, so
Michael
back.
Crabtree was probably excited watching that all.
I thought Skip Bayless. In fact, I thought Skip Bayless was going to tweet out, "Looks like I'm better at life than you." Anyway, all right. Back to Lee hating or fanboying over Garage Night. Who would you like to see as a guest on here if we changed the name? Who would you think would be a pretty fun one that you would maybe listen to of the group?
Of the group?
But the name has to change for you to ever listen to it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Barrage Night.
Oh, that's a good one. Ooh, Bentley Brothers, like the Hardy Brothers. Remember those books?
Yeah.
Bentley Brothers in the case of the missing internal organ.
That's
Long-winded.
Yeah.
That's going to be our crime series.
There's 2 of them, though.
I can only talk about
I know you
one.
can only talk about
I can
one.
only talk about the
We
one.
have a gentleman's agreement. You can't talk about my other missing organ.
I can't make fun of it.
That's true.
You can talk about it.
I can talk about
in
it.
medical terms.
Yeah. But cannot make fun
We
of
were
it.
at a bar one night and came to an agreement that he can't make fun of my appendix.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, was it getting to you?
I don't know what we were drinking and
A
then
lot.
we said some shit back and forth and then we came to an agreement about it for the rest of our lives.
Wow.
And
I don't
there
know what
were
he was saying.
all sorts of nonsense.
Yeah, it was like everything.
Yeah.
Hey Corey, you're up for karaoke. He can't. He doesn't have an appendix.
Give him some time. He's slower.
Yeah.
Anyway, so a guest of the group.
Because we've had Garrett on. We've had Skelly on.
What?
We've had Seth Loop on.
Brandon's been on.
We've had Brandon Thorpe on.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Kyle Thornton's been on.
No,
We've had,
no. There is no. Can I swear on this?
Yes.
There is no fucking way. Kyle has been on it. You know what? That's what we need to do. Tag team, me and Thornton in here together.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh.
I don't know if I want to be in anything where you and Kyle are involved in any tag team. Unless it's wrestling.
That's
I'd
a whole
I'd
lot
watch
of mass.
That is.
Be like the natural disasters.
that would be
Is that Tugboat and Typhoon?
I was
Or
thinking-
Earthquake and Typhoon?
Earthquake.
Earthquake and Typhoon.
Yeah.
Who was it? Was it the Road Warrior? Who's what? No, Bushwhack.
Yeah,
The
the
Bushwhackers. Yeah,
Yeah.
little Bushwhack action. Yeah, no, but those other guys did. They have turned. They're
And
turncoats.
Sean has his own.
Sean's on.
Sean
it.
also been on here.
Yeah.
Who else have we had? We had Kyle Pierce, but that's not part of your group. Who else have we had? Mariano Rivera.
What about
but-
no Kyle Pierce?
No
Yeah,
Kyle Pierce is
Jared
on.
was on
You
here.
gotta be
Yeah,
shit.
Jared
Yeah,
was
he was
on
on
this
there.
one. Yep, no Kyle Pierce is on here too.
They all hate the name as much as I do.
No,
Travis hasn't. Travis Corey hasn't been on yet.
no.
He probably told you he would and then lied to you.
Yeah. We actually thought about, since my name's Travis, we had Corey. We were going to actually have a Travis Corey on Travis Corey podcast where him and I just talked about Travis Corey the whole time.
We have some good material now.
He's just a liar.
Yeah.
He is. Horrible
Just
one.
an hour episode about how he lied to you.
We're just,
And everything.
I feel like Thanos right now, just collecting these, the group's stones and just putting them into my glove right now.
Never getting these stones.
You're already on, but just collected you. I met Lee for the first time at Cole Street. I want to say it was Cole Street.
Harry's birthday, I think.
It was Carrie's 40th.
Oh, during the one excursion during COVID.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I was there for that.
You just showed up. You weren't invited.
I was not invited. I was not invited.
Carrie made sure.
I did just show up, and I sat with the group.
As the second best friend, I was invited.
Yeah.
And then I met your wife there too. I think I want to say was she there?
Yeah, I think
Carly
she
was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She drove me home. Yes. She was there.
She's pretty sweet as well.
Yeah, she's all right.
When did you guys get married?
The night that Kyle was cut off in a cut off shirt in the
That
bar.
is another fantastic night and a fantastic
It
story.
was that night.
It was. It's been 13-ish years. Right around there.
She won't listen to this, Lee. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I guarantee she won't listen to this.
It's not allowed in the Cinkovic household.
Yeah. What do you got? 7 listeners? She's not going to be the 8th. Yeah, 2007. 2007.
Yeah. That sounds right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember when we went to your wedding.
But the most important, I mean, as fantastic as it was to get married, I'm very, very upset that I missed the after party.
The after party was good.
Because that was fantastic from everything I heard.
It was. I don't know if did we tell that on here already?
I think we did when Jared was here.
Yeah, we told the story when Jared was here.
So
to
go back
embarrassing.
and listen, or just give us a quick.
The quick overview was Jared's girlfriend at the time threw out the window onto Kyle
Well, before you
In
guys
my
even,
excursion.
in the excursion.
before
yeah.
you guys even left, she was so hammered. She was up on the bar.
Yeah, she was dancing up on the bar.
My mom had to yell at her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yelled at her. Get down, get down off the bar.
Wow.
And that's not the first wedding she was hammered at. 'Cause
No,
she was hammered at my wedding the year before that.
Nice job, Jared.
yeah.
Wow.
Kelly.
No, that was a fun night.
It was.
I know we're bouncing around. I did want to liken. I'd said this earlier. Space Jam 2 that I heard you got tickets already for.
Yeah, opening night.
LeBron James. That's what this garage night is compared to the Michael Jordan Space Jam of what your guys' garage night is. Would you say that's
Yeah,
fair?
absolutely. Yeah. The original garage night is Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
This
It's Space Jam 2.
This is LeBron, who couldn't carry the jock strap of not only Michael Jordan, but of Bill Wellington also.
I told you he'd like that.
Yeah.
That is good. That is good.
That's okay. I'm just happy to be in the
If there's one
conversation.
thing Corey knows, it's my hatred of LeBron James.
Really?
I'm a traditionalist, not only with names like Garage Night, but also the NBA. It was a better game in the 80s and early 90s.
For sure. Who was your team beside? I mean, like everyone liked. I mean, you either liked Jordan, like even if you didn't like Jordan, you still liked Jordan.
You had to respect them.
Yeah.
And you respected the Bulls.
Right.
I love the Sonics. And then the Magic expansion year, 92. Shaq was just awesome.
Penny Hardaway,
Penny Hardaway, Shaq, that whole
Nick
Horace
Anderson.
Grant.
Nick
I think
and
moved
Hort.
over
Yeah,
there.
those. Then as time went on, the Magic got the Eastern European blood there, so I had to keep supporting them. But it was just any team that would.
They had Russians there?
How dare you? How dare you?
And the Russians came over and took it all over. It's not hockey, Craig.
There's hockey. Look out!
Are you a hockey guy too?
Yeah. I'm a sports guy.
Was it because of Mighty Ducks?
No,
Oh,
no.
I thought that sucked you in.
No, what got me into
All
hockey?
Russians love hockey.
Will you? Dare you?
What is the truth, Lee?
On what?
On the Russian thing where we used to make fun of you.
Because you guys are morons, and you think Cinkovic, you think it's a Russian name, and it's not.
What is it?
It's the former Yugoslavia, so which is no longer a country, which happened after, What is that noise?
Keep talking. I'm gonna go scream at my kid who's trying to block.
You did it. Look at this.
We're on our own.
Mission accomplished!
Garage night.
Quick, lock the door. Now we can call it Garage Night.
He's gonna edit this and be like, "I'm cutting this." But continue your story.
Oh yeah, but
Say hi.
Hi.
hello.
How are you?
You do, because you've seen us before, huh?
We know you
Yeah.
too.
I saw you guys 2 times.
Yeah.
I know.
And you remember, you see me at Safeway.
I did not know that.
I'm there all the time. Next time you're there, I'll make sure I say hi to you.
I don't think I saw you there.
Oh, okay, well, next time. Okay.
So it's a former Yugoslavia name that you two thought it'd be fun to just say, oh, it's just Russian.
It's easier.
Well,
It's
what
easier.
happened?
It is much
What happened
easier.
to that country?
To Yugoslavia?
Yeah.
It got broken up into about 5 different countries.
Are we in? Did I leave to go take care of my kid, and then we're in a history lesson right now?
Oh. Yeah.
That's sick. Okay. Were you from? You're not from.
No, my grandparents were, though,
Oh, okay.
and settled, or great-grandparents, I guess, and settled in Enumclaw and Black Diamond and worked the mines. And
Somebody decided to go on the other side of the bridge for some reason.
That's right. Cheaper taxes. It was Pierce County.
Not me. It wasn't when I left.
I know. It's getting so much higher. It's ridiculous. But, yeah, so it broke into, 5 or 6 or 7 different countries. And instead of explaining this all the time, the Bentley's just, oh, he's Russian.
It's easier.
It's easier.
Yeah.
What's your line of work? Are you painting or doing drywall?
Oh, yeah. That would be the Ukrainians. Not us.
He said us.
He's a gas man.
Yeah. So I work for Puget Sound Energy
Oh, nice.
doing the emergency response for the natural gas stuff. So the easy way to explain it is if someone breaks a gas line, I'm the dummy that jumps in the hole to put it back together without blowing anything up.
Have you had any close calls?
Yeah. And I've been on stuff where, like the Greenwood explosion that happened a couple years ago in Seattle, I was out on that all night for a week or so. A house explosion in Factoria. But yeah, nothing's exploded in my face really, except for Corey's furnace when I was working on it.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
It got fixed though.
Yeah. No, I was working on it, and then I touched something I wasn't supposed to. It just fried his circuit board.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, the house explosion, does that happen often or no?
No, not here. Yeah, that doesn't have. I've been there. I've been with PSE for 13 years, and I've been on 3 explosions.
Oh, wow.
So-
Okay, that's not too bad.
It's not too horrible.
Is it boilers or is it just like...
It's different stuff. So, like the one in Greenwood that blew up the pizza place was because a hobo had hung his bag on a fuel line out back, and then he went to yank it off the fuel line, and when he did that, like 40 feet down, all the tension on it is where it broke, and then it went up because it's lighter than air, filled up this pizza restaurant, and then it would have been fine. I hate to speak ill of the firefighters. It would have been fine if they would have just left it well enough alone. But when they kicked open the door, it changed the
Pressure?
gas to air mixture.
Yeah.
Because there's only a small window where gas is explosive. And when they did that, they introduced enough oxygen to make it explosive, and then it went up.
Wow.
So, crazy stuff.
Yeah. Wow.
But 13 years in, haven't blown up yet.
do you go to school for that? Like, how'd you just walk in? Hey, I'd like to be a part of the...
Funny enough, that was the way it worked out is I was working a bunch of dead-end, horrible jobs, and my dad saw an ad in the paper for PSE, and he told me I should apply, and I told him no. I was like, oh, I'd never get the job. And then he threatened to kick my ass if I didn't.
Blockbuster's doing fine.
Yeah. Well, what's going to happen to Blockbuster?
You start streaming stuff to your own television?
And so I applied. I ended up getting the job, and then they do a whole bunch of in-house school and training and on-the-job training and apprentice program, and so tried to get a couple different people to apply, and never happened.
I didn't say I was going to go to an interview and not show up though.
That's skelly. Yeah.
He's at Patreon. We don't speak ill of you know what?
People pay for this?
Yes.
And
Let's,
Scully's one of them.
What a dummy.
in fact, let's name him real quick. Let's just name him real quick just for Lee. All right. So I just want to shout out.
This is real.
This is real.
He just blew his mind.
Loop is one of them also.
Seth?
Okay, we're gonna shout out
Most professionally dressed softball player I've ever met in my life, though.
Desi B, Holly Graff, Amanda Keating, Seth Loop, Jared Skelly, Ira Potter, Adam Kenny, Cassie. I don't know Cassie's last name. So Casey Scott. I always do this. I start losing momentum. Oh, Anon. Then we've also got. I'm losing momentum again.
You need a board.
I got 3 more people. I got 3 more. Who else we got? Eric Madrid, Kellen Hall, and last but not least, someone that is very dear to our heart, always dear to us.
He likes to stretch it out when he doesn't remember.
No, this is just me just building it up for him.
If I was running a podcast, I'd write down people's names who paid me.
On a board.
I think I
We've been saying that.
Yeah.
actually I think I said it all.
How much do these people pay?
It's tiered.
At least $5.
It
Choose
is
a
tiered.
tier.
Oh, Shekinah Sarver. Shekinah. Thank you, Shekinah. We got a few $5 people. Our number one is Desi with the $35 a month. And
You
then,
got to be shitting me.
Yeah, no. So they keep the lights on for us. They pay for my vacations.
Wow.
As Holly likes to say, because I said that about her, and it's a reversal. But appreciate you guys. You guys keep us going.
Just enjoy the content.
Yeah, it's good. And the sponsorships with Cole Street
There's
Brewery.
sponsors?
Yeah, and Mazatlan. Shout out to Andy, and then Bordeaux Wine Bar as well for the sponsorships.
That's why
as
Craig's
well.
rocking his Mazatlan shirt. Sponsor over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you do you go to Mazatlan often?
I do.
Tell Andy that you're a listener and that you enjoy Garage Night and
I'm
Full
never
Buddy
gonna do
Cast.
that.
You get money off.
And you get percentage off.
Not worth it.
You get if you wear a Full Buddy Cast shirt
Never
into
gonna
Cole Street, you get a 50%.
Never going to happen.
What if we get some Garage Night merch? You in? You wear that?
If it says like Volume 1 or OG Garage Night,
Oh yeah, we'll be the OG Garage Night.
or not or phony Garage Night.
What if it just says Garage Night, then you can tell people it's for the other Garage Night?
Here's you put a slab of bologna on the shirt.
Oh
And
gosh.
then Garage Night, and then people look at it and be like, "What's the bologna about?" And then on the back of it just says phony.
I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna somehow steal your likeness and just have
Lee's face.
your face with
It's like
bubbles that think,
Yes.
I love Garage
It's like
Full
the
Buddy
Roger
Cast
Goodell
Garage
shirt.
Night
It's the Roger Goodell shirt, but it's Lee. And it's the Garage Night.
with the clown nose.
Yeah.
You'll be hearing from my lawyer.
On retainer. All right. So, did you guys have any fun stories that you guys want to share about Lee? This is always the fun part for me. Whether it's a softball story or if you've seen him do something super fantastic, where you're like, man, that actually, I remember that night that he did this, and it was super impressive.
Everything Lee does is impressive.
Goddamn right, Craig.
Craig said that you are one of the wittiest guys, the fastest, funniest guys that he knows.
Fastest wit, not running.
Right? Yeah.
Well,
He's got no knees, so
no.
he can't run.
Well, that's yes and no. I still contend the other night at Craig's that I would have beat anyone.
There's no way you
I
would
would have beat anybody.
There's
in a
no
race.
way you would have beat me in a race that night.
I would have.
I was even
Absolutely.
wearing
You don't want to know something?
slip-ons.
I'd still, there's parts, like Corey told me I didn't remember.
That was the drunkest
And we s-
I've seen you in.
and we
a
still
long
beat
time.
you in Cornwall.
That's because it was dark and I couldn't see.
That's right. That was yeah. But I could have beat anyone there.
You want to go race right now?
I'm not limbered up.
You could take the next week to be limbered up.
I will surprise you.
I think
I've
you
got those
underestimate me.
Deceptively fast is what we've heard about Lee.
Very.
I'm
yes.
healthy again.
I got the fast twitch
That's
muscles.
Craig.
You're
I-
not healthy.
I ran at softball all the way around the bases the other night.
How many games have you guys played?
I don't know, like 10,
No.
12?
14. 10
14.
and 4.
How many of you?
10 and 4.
How many have you missed with a strained hamstring?
One.
There
Or
we
no,
go.
2.
There we go.
And it was a strained calf.
Well,
And I'm healthy.
so it's working lower. Next is the Achilles.
why would you bring that juju on me?
Career's
Why would you
over.
bring that on me?
Career's
Bobby.
over.
We're supposed to be Team Peghard, and why would you bring that on me?
Yeah, we could talk about that. You guys team up a lot.
We
Like,
do.
2 of you guys are on a team quite a bit. I mean, you don't win, but
What's
you guys
the
team up a
age
lot.
difference here?
Actually, how much older do you think he is than me?
Actually, you know what? I've done this before. I guessed him high. I think he's like 36.
I just turned 36.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I? Yes.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
Your birthday was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Happy birthday in person, buddy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
by
you,
the
PLP.
way, yeah, huge shout out. Yesterday we had a huge birthday. Kyle Pierce, thank you so much for being
That's
born.
right. He was born on the same.
Yeah, same day.
Yeah, he's an Atlanta Braves fan too.
Is he?
Yeah.
Kuna.
You guys share some things.
Well, when I still played softball, stuff to talk about.
Yeah, when you were the reliever, when you called you in to
Guy
relieve,
coming from the bullpen.
wearing your yellow socks.
That's right.
You were also part of one of the greatest bocce ball games of all time with us.
The greatest,
Yeah.
not one of. It was the
Team Peghard versus Thunder Buddies.
Yeah. And Kyle showed us what a finesse bocce player he is.
We tried to go over vehicles in Craig's driveway.
Well, we went over.
We
the
did go over
vehicles.
vehicles.
We went over the vehicles.
I made it over the vehicle.
Craig made it over the vehicle.
Kyle did not. He broke Craig's windshield.
He put it through
with
my
a
front
bocce
edge.
ball.
Talking about Thornton?
Yeah.
Oh no!
right through the excursion windshield.
And
Oh my
The best
gosh.
part about it is we're out front doing this. Carrie is inside, and immediately Kyle handled it. Professionally. He's like, "Hey, I'll take care of this. Don't worry about it." Craig was fine with it. I'm laughing hysterically. I couldn't control myself. Craig takes a picture of it and sends it to Carrie, who's in the house. He's like, "Hey, look what happened," and she didn't believe him. She refused to believe that it happened until she actually came outside and saw it.
No, that's our car.
Yeah, no, that really happened.
We finished the game too.
We did. We won.
Yep.
I doubt
Because
it.
Team
How long
Pegard-
ago was this?
God, 6-7 years ago.
Oh.
Something like that.
You guys have been hanging out for a while.
Yeah,
20
forever.
years.
Team
It's
Pegard.
incredible.
Team Pegard's rid for a while.
Yeah. But how it would always work is
Garrett still owes us T-shirts too.
he does.
Garrett owes a lot of people a lot of stuff.
But
Whoa!
Wow.
It
Wow.
would always,
Boom! Whoa!
it seemed more often than not that either the first people at Craig's house or the last still there at the end of the night were me and Thornton and Corey. And then because of that dynamic, I mean, Craig and Corey are never going to be partners.
Yeah, there's no reason for me to be Craig's partner.
Yeah,
and him and Kyle are attached.
Right.
I was going to say the hip,
And-
but usually up the ass.
And, yeah. And even with me being Craig's PLP, I know where I fall in the hierarchy of, with Thornton on
Yeah.
the list.
Hey, would you ever partner with somebody else if you just win everything anyway? No, that's the answer.
That was an echo.
Yeah, just going through there.
What the hell
definitely
is
not-
going on?
Definitely not posting this on social media.
I mean, I think you got the better end of the deal.
How? You guys lose all the time.
We
That is
are
not true.
That's not true at all.
Yeah.
all right.
Well,
You
I think,
do win like 10% of the time. I'll give you that.
no, it's more than I'd say.
That seems low.
Yeah, I'd say we're up probably 47% of the time.
And that's being generous.
Yeah,
Generous to you.
No.
no, and now I've got my pitching coach for cornhole gets me dialed in.
Yeah. I just stand a certain place and tell him to throw, and it's just in the hole.
Boom.
No.
There's no reason you should have lost the other night.
It was dark.
It was dark. I wasn't.
It was dark and
I wasn't as drunk as you were.
You were at the point of drunk where you got just randomly lucky. And I was like, I'm just not even going to try anymore because there's nothing. He was in the middle. In the middle, he was horrible.
Yes,
Like, he was good.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Then he was just horrible and then he got so drunk he got good again.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that middle game, because we always play best 2 out of 3.
Correct.
And the first game was close with you guys winning, which happened the week before when we played, and then we came back and swept the remaining 2.
Yep.
And the middle game, we dominated. There's no fact checking that. That was domination by Team Peghard. And so the rubber match comes, and Craig turns into Sandy Koufax.
But it was Sandy Koufax if he couldn't stand up straight.
Yeah. So it's more David Wells.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. 100% David Wells.
Yeah.
Because there was times where he would throw and he'd like put it in, but then he'd end up on our board, like his body.
Yeah.
But he still made it in the other
It was
hole.
absolutely incredible. And
Yeah.
then he got to laughing at one point so hard he fell over.
That was my strategy. I was like, if I can make him laugh and just keep giggling,
Well,
then he
'cause-
can't throw.
Because that's the thing is, I've been told I have, for the way I sound, I have a very funny laugh. And Thornton, same way.
Yeah.
But when if you can get Craig to the point where you just get him,
Just a giggle.
the
just doesn't
giggle starts and just never stops.
I don't think we've had it at all.
It hasn't been here.
ever.
It's got to be a level up here, and he just doesn't stop.
I think in the 20 years I've probably been around for a handful of them.
Yeah.
It's like a supernova.
Yeah. And what was funny about that night too is we had the boards, and there was just guys sitting there waiting to play. And we're like, no, this is 2 out of 3 with this matchup. Like, this,
And they never played.
they
'cause
never
we ended
played.
after that.
Yeah, it got so dark they never
Yeah,
played.
it was Big V and Code and
yeah.
who else?
There was, like,
I don't
Brad was
remember.
there.
Brad, there's 3 or 4 other people sitting there just
And
watching.
They were all waiting their turns, and we just kept shaking them off.
Yeah. Like, this game's got to end some point.
So every garage night, we do have a stupid things that Brad has said. Do you have anything that sticks out in your head of a stupid thing that Brad has said?
No, the only time I've ever your softball, Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only been around Brad a handful of times.
That's still high percentage. He said something stupid.
But the problem is, whenever I'm around Brad, I've been drinking quite a bit. So, in one ear, out the other.
oh, okay. Nothing. Just
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
okay. Well, what about this? We go kind of deep with Corey. We have a segment for that as well. Corey.
Sounds like a fun night with Team Peghard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Corey, do you remember any deep conversations you've had with Lee?
I'm sure we've had a lot over that. There is
I'm sure.
there is garage nights that just ends up
Like here, but no, but this is his first time here. So
to have one with him right now?
No, the real garage.
Yeah. Lee won't do it here.
Yeah, no.
shallow conversations only.
It's shallow conversation. Yeah. Me and Lee, during conversations, we have this thing that's called circle breaking. And what we used to do is, no matter where we were, we'd find people that were in a circle talking, and we would go join it on separate sides and start talking, and inevitably the circle would break apart, and people would leave.
It could be anybody. It could be people we know, total strangers.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
But
it was awesome.
It didn't matter what it was. That circle would break up once we went into it.
We batted 1,000.
Yeah.
We never not
broke circles.
Broke
a circle.
Yeah.
That's why we put you guys over on that side.
That's right.
We want to break up between what Craig and I got going on right now.
Like, we almost thought about the peg hard name was so good, but circle breakers.
Yeah.
But we stuck with peg hard because Garrett promised us T-shirts.
He did.
Yeah.
About 13 years ago.
After that first cribbage game we played.
Yeah. And here we are.
Yeah.
What about you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, if we want to talk about deep, anything deeper than me saving Craig's life.
Let's hear this.
Like, go ahead, Lee.
So, again, back when I played softball.
By the way, people have heard this story, so go ahead and because it was brought up on a softball hard talk or softball hard talks
how many
episode.
podcasts are there?
So we got a bunch of them.
Soft talk, hard
we got
balls.
Brouhaha on Monday mornings with Sean. We got Holler with Hollenbeck with Joey Hollenbeck on Thursdays, Garage Nights Fridays, and then we sprinkle something in. Summer series right now is softball's hard talk, and we just talk softball for like 20 minutes.
Like
or something
softball's hard cock.
No.
Yes.
Oh,
Whoa.
Whoa, yeah.
is that what you guys had me name it?
So, had to be you that came up with that.
I mean, I didn't come up with it. I just told him that was a good name.
But so anyway, it was a tournament down in Ording that we lost early. So we had to go the long way and play a ton of games, drinking a ton of beer and not enough water. And at some point, either I was just horrible or really drunk. And I was
Probably
done
that.
because I was a pitcher. And I'd seen enough horrible things happen that I had purchased a catcher's mask essentially to pitch. And for whatever reason, I was done pitching. I was passed out on the bench. Craig wanted to go pitch. And I was like, yeah, sure, here, use my helmet. I don't care. And must have been the second batter. I mean, it was
pretty quick. It was like the 7th or 8th game we were in.
Yeah. The second batter of that game. And, I mean, Craig, perfect pitch. Guy laced it. Hit Craig about in between the eyes, just right in the forehead. And I was pissed because now I had to go pitch again.
And your mask was broke.
And my mask was broke. To this day, I mean, it sheared a bolt off of it that I then had to take like a decking screw to try and hold the mask into place.
Is that why you don't play softball with us anymore? You're still upset about this moment?
I mean, no one thought to reimburse the guy for his busted mask.
You just said you fixed it, so what's the
Well,
difference?
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Travis Corey lying. You got freaking Craig breaking things, not paying stuff back.
Well, if it shouldn't have fallen on Craig, it should have fallen on the sponsor, Adrenaline Designs.
Yeah.
Well, calling them out.
Who also owes us a T-shirt for Team Peggo.
Yeah.
Adrenaline Designs is Garrett Duvall.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But no, that was pretty scary. That was some scary stuff.
Yeah, he didn't even drive home then.
No,
Yeah.
no, it was
Concussed.
yeah.
I got up
You did
between
get up.
first and second base.
Yeah.
You got up and were like, where am I supposed to be?
Yeah. What's going on? And then I came trudging in from the bullpen to save the day.
You know how long ago that was?
That was a long time.
I played outfield back then.
Yeah.
That's how long ago
Yeah,
it was.
because I remember because I thought we were finally going home the game before that.
Oh, yeah.
So ultimately, this is your fault.
Oh, yeah, that's actually true.
Yeah, because I thought we were going home because this whatever team we were playing laced this ball to center field, and if it gets over Corey's head, they were going to win. Game over. It was the bottom of whatever, and if I'm racing that Corey, I lose because I've never seen him run that fast in my life, and he makes this Willie Mays over the shoulder catch that we win the game because of it. And then we go on, and Craig almost dies.
I want you to know he's back.
So
and
really,
he's gonna
it's
race
your
you.
fault. All these years later, I think about it, it's your fault I got hit.
Yeah, absolutely. It absolutely is.
You want me to drop that ball? My adrenaline was going. I was in it. And I had to I remember I swung around, just threw the ball as far as I could because their entire team ran around the bases. There wasn't 2 outs then.
Right.
We had to double it back up
we were
because they all
doubling people
scored
up.
by the time I caught it.
Yeah.
That's how far deep it was.
All right, hold on. We're getting to the point. Do you want to do a 20-minute, 25-minute another recording of Softball's Hard Talk and be on that?
Sure.
All right. Let's do our shout outs. We're going to end this
I'll be
one
happier on that one.
and move into that one. You're getting happily
Yeah.
Softball's Hard Talk.
You're gonna cut that story and paste it over.
Yeah. No, we'll leave that in. That's a teaser. We're gonna go through his softball history and all that fun stuff that we talk about. Let's do shout outs to end our show. Think of a shout out. Corey, you're up first on this one.
Oh, I'm just gonna shout out Lee for showing up. There was
Dude,
part.
that's
There was
crazy.
part of us that was like, I wonder if he's just gonna be like, oh, I couldn't make it. Sorry, guys. Like, I'm not gonna show.
I'm not Travis Corey. I'm not a liar.
It's just too much emotionally for me to be on a garage night that's not the original one.
Yeah. I do like that he said as well. I'm happy. What did you say? What was the text? And it was like, yeah, excited to see you guys. As
Yes.
if Lee's
Bentley
got something
brothers.
against me right now. Like I'm happy to see you two, but Travis.
Well,
and that.
I don't want to misconstrue anything. Big fans of the Bentley brothers.
Oh, I see.
Not a fan of the name. That's all.
I'm a fan of the name. What do you think if we started our own podcast about gambling called it Bentley's Casino?
I'd be on that.
Oh, you're okay,
You're
with,
okay with
that?
that?
Yeah,
one.
I'm okay with that.
We've
Because
had Bentley's Casino almost longer than
That's
Garage
the
Night.
league name longer than garage night.
except it's not football league.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Oh,
That's true.
That should be our fantasy football podcast name.
Then, now that I know this address, I'm burning this shit down.
And then we're gonna do an awesome cribbage podcast based called Peg Hard.
If you show up on that, we're over.
That's next year's summer series.
It's just Lee hears it. It's just me. Welcome to Peg Hard, this cribbage podcast.
A solo venture because the team is dead.
And then we'll spin off to Circle Breakers.
15-2, Lee's not here.
All right, shout out to Craig. Go ahead and give a shout
I'll
out.
give a shout out to Lee also.
All right.
Because
You too.
we didn't get into it, but me and Lee are PLPs, and for anybody that doesn't understand what that is, it's Plutonic Life Partner.
Correct.
Oh wow.
So
It's kind of a big deal.
yeah.
Did you guys take a test?
They rub blood together.
Did you guys?
Well, and
Are you a big Harry Potter fan too?
Harry Potter? No, not so much.
Oh, then you guys aren't that platonic. Well, that's cool. So did you guys come up with that yourself? The PLPs?
No, somebody told us we had to be.
Oh, who was that?
No, I'm just kidding. Why would you
Why
do
would
that?
someone tell us that you have to do PLP?
Look at Josh.
One thing somebody walk up
Comes
to you.
from a guy who's not a PLP of anybody.
I didn't think.
I wish there was video right now.
I thought there was a thing. I thought that someone said, "Oh my gosh, you guys have to be PLPs." That's what I was thinking when you said that.
I can tell you who didn't say that is Carrie.
Carrie didn't say that.
Yeah, or Carly.
You know who my you know who my PLP is?
Huh.
Carrie.
I think she just found out and she's very upset.
Yeah. I'm gonna give a shout out to Lee as well
Three
for
for
being
three.
like the sixth.
Larry Bird, 33.
For being about the sixth person on this podcast from the group, probably eighth, actually, including you two, and around there. We're gonna throw that in there. And
Second member of Team Peg Hard.
I loved the reactions that I loved today so far was the fact that he heard how many people have been on this thing, and who was it, and then also that people pay the Patreon.
That's unreal.
Oh, it was great. Do you have any shout outs?
Well, not that anyone would listen to this, but just in case, cover the bases. Shout out my wife and kids. They're pretty cool, pretty fond of them. Oh, so Big V listens to this.
Garrett, yes.
I will also shout out MRFC, Mount Rainier Football Club.
Yes.
the predominant premier soccer club in the program. You want your kids to learn some good stuff about soccer? Come over to MRFC. Rec season starting soon. Premier in full swing right now. Actually watched both my kids play premier game today.
You sound like such a coach.
Well, that's the other thing. I got that iron in the fire right now too. So coaching basically all year now.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. All right. Well, everyone, thanks so much for listening. We appreciate Lee coming on, being a part of this, being candid. As you probably have understood, that he is not the biggest fan, but it's growing. It's growing.
I can see it growing.
You can see it. You can see his eyes.
It's growing about as well as my hair does.
It's halfway
If you
there.
need somebody to come coach speed, you let me know.
And shout out to our sponsors and Patreons as well. Go hit up Cole Street Brewery, Mazatlan, Bordeaux Wine Bar. Thank you so much. Have a great week and a great weekend. Take care.
Hasta la
Goodbye.
vista.
Goodbye.